They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense will get first crack at it here. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. The give from the gun. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got fourth down.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's more. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Louisiana Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Bullock. Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds his man. It's Gandy. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Running back searching for a hole. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bullock. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And some room to work. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Trying to set up the screen. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him this time. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Flushed out of the pocket. There he goes! First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And a a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Still running at the 40. Found the seam on the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
The Wolverines will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll move the tight end. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that time the defense in third and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the third and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. To the ground with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect to have taken the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group, discipline, tough, physical. It's always staples of these defenses.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Makes the grab. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball.
It's a seam wide open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving it.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Give to the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.